coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. And gets it to Funchess complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Breeze to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's called. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
3rd down and 3.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is taken at about the 14. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. To the left side here for Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. He's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. are going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
To Marvin Jones.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now they try the right side here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out. I'll do better here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Breeze going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run with Michelle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
On first down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And out of bounds right around the 20. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. It's complete. He's got Gronk. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now, Breeze again. And it is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Breeze. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Breeze. Going deep here for Allen. This pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Breeze. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Takes it up past the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
To Marvin Jones.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And open here is Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Lions, nothing.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. They'll find Jones again, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Chris Moore returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not want to. And now here's another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. The Saints on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some... And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here now Roberts. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Saints, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take